Welcome back to the video, and this one is going to be for you viewers out there whose V pullbacks just simply do not work. And that might be because you are using your outside to push the ball out on the second touch. So I'm going to use my right foot as my example. So normally on a V pullback, I would start on the left side of the space. Using my right foot, I would pull it back and then get out to the other side, which is my right side. Now, this is why I bring up that you might fail on this technique because you're using your outside to push the ball out. And here's the reason why. If you happen to pull the ball back and push the ball with the outside, now this is great when you just have to receive the pass and just get out quickly, and there's quite some space around you. And this can be a very quick way to push the ball out with the outside. A really nice way to maneuver the ball. However, the problem can be when you have to pull the ball back deeper. And this is because of our anatomy. So let's take a look. If we pull the ball back with our sole here and push the ball out with the outside, there's only so much I can actually pull the ball back. Take a little deeper look here, and I'm gonna try and pull it back as much as I can and get out with my outside. And just look how my foot shape needs to adjust. This is just simply not a right body mechanics that I want to use, especially in the game when things are happening very quickly. So that means I can only pull it back probably about this much where my plant foot is, level with the plant foot. And that's not exactly deep. What would happen if you have a very little space to maneuver and a defender is quite aggressive and he or she is trying to come for a tackle? You're gonna have to pull that ball back much, much deeper. And this is to get away from the player's a range of tackle or the poke. So what do we have to use instead? Well, we have to use our inside actually to get the ball out. Simply by using our inside, and because we are opening our inside, we get to pull the ball a lot deeper and then get out the same way we want to with the outside. So just taking a look, if I go a little bit faster, pull back deeper and then getting out with the inside. Just simply how much, just look how much I can pull back, how much deeper I can pull it back. Look at this. And this becomes much easier for me to get out of, away from the tackle. Well, when is outside useful? When you have a lot of space and you know you're not gonna get caught by using the outside to get out, this then can be a really good technique to get out or get around or move out of the space. Again, if there's a defender that is tied to you, he or she is coming for a tackle, and you have to pull the ball back deeper, especially if you're playing against someone aggressive or really tall with long legs, chances are you're gonna have to pull it back much, much deeper than what you can do with the outside. So pull it back deep, take the touch later, and get the ball out with the outside. So here we go. My plant foot's here, I am reaching, and then I pull it back. I let the ball roll past my plant foot, and then I push the ball out. So take a look, 1 and 2. And as this is happening, as I am pulling the ball back, I am gradually opening up on my body, gradually open up my body, and then I can get out to the other side. And once you get used to it, you can pull it back deeper and also faster, and maybe even using both feet. So using the inside, the key thing here is going to be, same as the outside one. Your plant foot has to be slightly further behind. You gotta reach for it initially on the grab and let the ball travel past you, turn, and then push the ball out. When you're pulling the ball back fast, all you have to do is on the second touch, all you have to do is let the ball just simply hit your inside and it will nicely just bounce off your inside. And notice my foot shape on the second touch. My heels down, toes are up, just like how I would shape my foot in order for me to receive or play a pass. Heel down, toes up. Just let it bounce off or give it a slight nudge. There, pull and touch out. Pull, touch out. Pull and touch out. So the inside, it's very useful for us to pull the ball back deeper. And it's quite easy for me to push out, as you just saw. And also, it's not that hard to actually hide the ball away from this pressure as well. So take a look. Once I go pull, catch, this leg can come in to hide the ball away from the player too. So let's practice. 1, 2, leg across, hide. Come back again. 1, 2, leg across, hide. 1, 2, leg across, hide. Just one more. 1, 2, leg across and hide. Little tip, we get the leg across because we want to block off this player and make sure this knee is low, and then we can push the ball out with the outside. We just talked about how inside can be very useful for me to pull the ball back deeper away from the range of tackle, and also easy to push the ball forward because my inside is pushing it forward nicely, and it's quite nice to hide the ball and get my body across to shield the ball too. However, I am not saying that outside is not something that you should use. Outside can be really important, especially when you're trying to get out quicker laterally. Maybe inside just can be quite useful to push the ball forward. Also, hide the ball after the touch. There's a different way to use the outside as well, and in this case, it's going to be to hide the ball again. And just look how I can pull the ball and push the ball out with the outside. And this is done without having to get my foot across or leg across to hide the ball. So we can just go simply 1, 2, and there. We can simply run away from it. So if I were to just dribble into the space and pressure's coming, so there, I can go 1, 2, and away. So take a look at it again. Pressure's coming, so you want to hide the ball. So you pull and push out with the outside. 1, 2. And you want to visibly train this using the arm or getting the arm out, so that way you're used to shielding the player off and creating separation to hide or to face the player again. So there, 1, 2, separation and turn. 1, 2, separation and turn. 1, 2, and turn. 1, 2, and turn. So let's practice. Our practice is going to be stationary. We're gonna start on the left side of the cone or any object that you put down. And we are going to start with our right foot to make a single leg V pullback. Try and pull it back as much as you can. Then push the ball out. One, two. It's not about speed. I want you to get used to pulling the ball back. Let the ball run across your body as much as you can. Now the key thing here is going to be when you grab the ball, your plant foot's knee should be a little bit lower, because again, that's going to help me to reach out even more to create that little distance or even more range of the pull. If I am tall, I'm not going to be able to reach as much as I can if my plant foot's leg is locked. So get low. So 1 and 2. Low, reach and pull. Low, reach, slightly turn your body and then hit the ball out with your inside. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Grab it hard with the tip of your toes and just open your body, pull it back as much as you can. Okay, next variation is going to be both feet. So left side of the cone, we're gonna start with our left foot. Then key thing here is going to be when you pull it back, you have to pull it back towards your plant foot to the point where if I don't get out of the way, it's going to hit my plant foot. So as the ball gets closer to my plant foot, I simply have to get out of the way, then touch the ball out. Get used to little hop there. 1, 2, 1 and 2. Slowly first. Again, learn how to pull it back to the maximum distance possible. As you get comfortable, you can gradually increase the speed. Whoop. 1 and 2. Stay low, as that's going to help you to grab the ball. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, after you push the ball out, right before you start on the next move, just take a look up once. Oh, this is not easy. Okay, so the next one is going to be, we are going to actually roll the ball across to create more separation from this pressure onto the side. And then as we attract the player this way, we're gonna go counter movement to get into the space that the defender just created. So slowly, single leg, roll, single leg, pull, push, away, pull, push, away, pull, push, away, pull, push. If you're moving too much out to the side, wide to wide, feel free to pause the ball, reset, and then practice. So such as roll, 1, 2, come to a stop, roll, 1, 2, practice, roll, 1, 2. Oh, that was a mess. Roll, 1 and 2. Roll, 1, 2. Separation, pull, push. Separation, pull, push. Okay, next one, similar concept, but scissors. Try both feet as well. The last one is going to be the L drag back and then the V pullback combination. Right, so you might be able to notice that I'm not actually pushing the ball all the time forward with my final touch. And sometimes that might be the best option because it gives me a possibility or an option to either push the ball forward or turn around and hide the ball depending on the situation. And you can even get creative. See you on the next video. Thank you very much.